will be the youth beginner first quarter step sparring number 1. The attack for this step sparring with the attacker is going to be a jab. So what will happen is Subman and Greg's going to step back in a fighting stance, and the defender will start in a fighting stance. So Subman and Greg's going to step back, and remember, you'll step back with your right foot into a fighting stance. And as soon as the attack, what you'll do is you'll key up when you're ready for the attack to come. And the attacker will throw that jab, and you're going to do a number 5 block, a block to the outside, and a reverse punch to the face. And when you do that, make sure the hand, your blocking hand, comes back down around your face. Don't leave it up there, and certainly don't let it drop down to your knee. So, coming back to Junbi, the sequence is the attacker will step back in a fighting stance and key up to let you know that they're ready to attack. When you're ready, you'll step back in the fighting stance and key up. When you're ready to defend, they'll throw the jab, you'll do the block and the punch to the face, and then come back to your fighting stance. Hold it for a second or two so everybody see how good you look, and then you come back to Junbi. All right, so let's practice that a couple times. The attacker step back and key up. You'll step back with your right foot into a fighting stance and key up when you're ready for the attack to happen. And the attack will happen, the jab will go. You'll block to the outside and punch to the face, and then freeze there for a second, then come back to Junbi just like that. All right, let's run that a couple more times. You can practice it, and then you'll be able to practice on your own. Attacker steps back into key ops. The defender steps back and key ops. Here comes the jab, the block and a punch. Freeze for a second, come back to Junbi. And one more time, ready step. The attacker steps back and key ops. The defender steps back and key ops. Jab comes, block, punch to the face, and then come back to Junbi. Now we're going to bring Subman and Mandy in, and we're going to show you how this sequence works. All right, so Subman and Mandy will step back in a fighting stance and key up, letting them know he's ready for the attack. Subman and Greg will step back in a fighting stance. When he's ready, he'll attack. There you go. He'll attack, and if the attack comes, go ahead, jab to the face, block to the outside, punch to the face. They'll freeze there, then come back to Junbi. Let's do it again. Attacker steps back and key ops. The defender steps back and key ops. The jab comes, block and punch to the face. One thing I want to say is just because the defender key ops doesn't mean the attacker has to do the jab or attack right away. They can wait for a couple seconds because we want the defender to react to the attack, not to him making the key op and he knows the attack's coming right away. So let's do this one more time. Attacker steps back and key ops. Defender steps back and key ops when they're ready, and then the attacker will attack when they're ready. And then come back to Junbi, and that's the first step sparring technique for youth beginner for the first quarter.